Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or in any other way?
Claimed. State or assert that something is the case, typically without providing evidence or proof.
Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the U.S.?
Registered. Entered or recorded on an official list or directory.
Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the U.S.?
Voted. Submitted a ballot to state your choice of a leader or law.
Do you now have, or did you ever have, a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country?
Hereditary. Something you got from one or both of your parents. Title. King, queen, prince, princess. Inherited titles. A royal position you got because you were born in a royal family. An order of nobility. A member of a noble or royal family. For example, a king, queen, prince, or princess.
Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined to a mental institution?
Declared legally incompetent when a court says you are unable to understand because of mental illness or impairment. Mental institution, a place where people with serious mental illnesses live and receive treatment.
Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes?
Overdue, late in being done.
Have you ever not filled in a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident? If you answered yes, did you consider yourself to be a non-U.S. resident? Have you ever called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you have become a lawful permanent resident?
Non-U.S. resident, someone who does not live permanently in the U.S.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the U.S. or in any other location in the world?
Organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society. An organization of people who do the same type of work or are similar in another way. For example, a church, temple, book club, Girl Boy Scouts.
Have you ever been a member of or in any way associated, either directly or indirectly, with a communist party, any other totalitarian party, a terrorist organization?
Communism, a political/economic system where the government owns all property. For example, the Soviet Union, Cuba, Venezuela, North Korea, China, Vietnam, and others. Totalitarian, a political system in which the people have no power and are controlled by the government. Terrorist, a person or organization that uses violent methods against ordinary people, civilian, or government.
Have you ever advocated, either directly or indirectly, the overthrow of any government by force or violence?
Advocated, publicly recommend or support. Overthrow, to remove a leader or government from power by using force.
Have you ever persecuted, either directly or indirectly, any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion?
Persecuted, treated someone badly and unfairly because of his and her ideas of ethnicity.
Between March 23rd, 1933 and May 8th, 1945, did you work for an association in any way, either directly or indirectly, with the Nazi government of Germany, any government in the area occupied, allied with, or established with the help of the Nazi government of Germany, any German, Nazi, or SS military unit, paramilitary unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, citizens unit, police unit, government agency or office, extermination camp, concentration camp, prisoner of war camp, prison, labor camp, or transit camp.
Nazi, a German political group led by Adolf Hitler in the 1930s through 1940s. Allied with, joined with a group or government. Paramilitary unit, a group of people who act like a military group but are not part of the official military. Vigilante unit, a group of people who act like the police but are not part of the official police. Labor camp, a place where people are forced to work. For example, a concentration camp.
Were you ever involved in any way with any of the following: genocide, torture, killing, or trying to kill someone, badly hurting, or trying to hurt a person on purpose, forcing or try to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations, not letting someone practice his or her religion.
Genocide, when many people are killed because of their race, religion, national origin, membership in a group, or political opinion. Torture, to cause a great amount of pain in another person without killing them.
Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in any of the following groups? Military unit, paramilitary unit, police unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, rebel group, guerrilla group, militia, insurgent organization.
Paramilitary unit, a group of people who act like a military group but are not part of the official military. Vigilante unit, a group of people who act like the police but are not part of the official police. Rebel group, a group of people who are against something, usually a government. Guerrilla group, a group of people who use weapons against or otherwise physically attack the military, police, government, or other people. Militia, an army of people not part of the official military. Insurgent organization, a group that uses weapons and fights against the government.
Were you ever a worker, volunteer, or soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in any of the following? Prison or jail, prison camp, detention facility, labor camp, any other place where people were forced to stay.
Prison, a place for criminals convicted of serious crimes. Jail, a place for those awaiting trial or held for minor crimes. Detention facility, a place where people are forced to stay, a jail or a prison. Labor camp, a place where people are forced to work. For example, a concentration camp.
Were you ever a part of a group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against a person or threatened to do so? If you answered yes, when were you a part of this group, or when you helped this group, did you ever use a weapon against another person? If you answered yes, when were you a part of this group, or when you helped this group, did you ever tell another person that you would use a weapon against that person?
Weapon, a thing that causes bodily harm or damage. For example, a gun, a knife, bomb, or rocket.
Did you ever sell, give, or provide weapons to a person, or help another person sell, give, or provide weapons to any other person? If you answered yes, did you know that this person was going to use a weapon against another person? If you answered yes, did you know that this person was going to sell or give the weapons to a person who was going to use the weapon against another person? Did you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training? Did you ever recruit, enlist, conscript, or use any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help in an armed force or group?
Recruit, ask someone to join the armed forces. Enlist, assign or be enrolled in the armed services. Conscript, to require/force someone to join a group or organization.
Did you ever use a person under 15 years of age to do anything that helped or supported people in combat?
Combat, fighting between armed forces.